The Honourable Susan Carter.
Thank you, Mr Deputy President. I commend the member for bringing this motion to the House, and if anybody hasn't read it, I really encourage you to do so because it extensively sets out some fairly sobering facts that should remind us about the importance of paying attention to population. And I disagree with the Honourable Mark Latham. I think there is a role for government in this, certainly not in the Chinese model, which has been a very top-down model and has sought to directly interfere in the family decisions that citizens in that society would make. We want you to have one child, now we want you to have 3 children, because the one-child policy worked a little bit too well, and we face these problems in China that has been outlined by the Honourable Member. We support the idea that we should have a population policy, but a population policy that really seeks to make sure that government is not standing in the way of families doing what they want to do, of men and women deciding themselves to have the family that they choose to have without a lot of the artificial barriers that government often does put in their way. And we know from the figures with which we've been provided that we need to look at the 3-child family as normative. Because there is, frankly, in my experience, no such thing as 0.1 or 0.2 of a child. Fundamentally, I think one of the things that governments need to do is respect, again, the work that is done in families, respect the role of fathers and mothers who have children. I know myself, I get rather tired of being told that women only have value if what they're doing is being paid for, rather than if they're doing anything that's based on love. Mothers work, whether they're paid for it or not. Fathers work, whether they're paid for it or not. And if we respected the work that was done in raising children, we might find that we have a few more of them. Any population policy, any policy that's designed to respect and empower families to make the choices they want to about children, has to operate across the whole of government. And I think housing is a really good example of this. If the new housing stock that we are focusing on is 1 and 2 bedroom units in 35, 42-storey tower blocks, realistically, how many 3-children families are we going to have? It is a structural barrier, often presented by government, to families having the children that they wish to welcome. So absolutely, let's recognise we do a great thing for Australia by having children, respect the people who do that, and government remove any structural barriers in the way of families doing that.